Hey everyone, and welcome to episode 240 of the 8-Bit Geek. We're only 10 episodes away from that number. I don't think anybody really gets to even 200. So 250 is another achievement that it's rare.
Woo!
It's fucking rare.
Hey, you know what? Nerd Foo, who did our 8-Bit Horror Fest episode today, they just mentioned they're about to hit their 200th episode here in October. So congrats to them.
Snap.
You guys did it too.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Hit the hip hop horn for Doug.
I can't. It's not. I'm doing everything else for this show to make sure that it works right online. I can't
do your tongue and lips with it. Make the sounds.
What are you talking about?
There's not enough R rolling there in the hip hop horn.
Okay, I hit it for real that time. There you go.
Yeah.
If you're new around here and you kind of want to know what the show is like, well, tough tit. You'll just have to listen. Do you know how hard it is to keep coming up with these fucking intros every week? I don't think you do. Because, add to that a busy-ass schedule for like 8-Bit Horror Fest, and it's just hard, okay? So just listen in and be entertained or some shit. I'm Jeremy, and here are the other two fucking idiots that I do the show with.
Damn, dude, you went off script like a mug.
Jesus Christ, that's aggressive.
I was really angry. He is triggered today.
Yeah, my God.
This was this was down to the wire. I had to write this seconds before we went on live.
Shit.
You wrote that? That was coming straight from the heart.
No, I wrote it. I couldn't be that mean naturally.
Over the chat, King says, Jeremy is cranky today, huh?
Right? By the way, I'm Kevin.
Oh, I'm bad.
Nobody's used to it. They're like, is Jer okay?
Jer's yelling at clouds again.
Doug is really good at throwing his voice.
I didn't even see Jer's mouth move.
Oh, I've seen it move.
Oh, these hips don't lie.
Jesus Christ. Let me just start the show.
Your mouth's better than your hips.
Oh, that's true, though.
Did Ashley get mad at Jer again? Well, okay, yes, always. I mean, what's new about that? Different.
That's true.
Well, if anybody's got a wife, they're going to be mad at their husbands. So.
Also, I think the real question is, did Ashley interrupt the show to show off a fucking lizard again?
No, she's actually shopping tonight. She's off in La La Land. She's got friends coming over tomorrow to do they're doing a fucking, I don't know. She's got this laser machine cutter for crafting. I don't fucking know what it's called.
Uh-huh.
And
it's got a really long title.
Yeah, and it cuts letters and shit in it and just all this other stuff and a cricket. It's called a cricket. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
like Cricket Wireless?
No, like a cricket machine for
playing cricket.
Fucking for doing shit in it. I don't fucking know.
I want to see the slogan on that.
This cricket
machine for doing
shit in it. For doing shit in it.
Doing shit in it. That's Jer's quote on the box.
I'm gonna go make a new box and throw it on it.
Yeah, see if she notices.
Cricket for doing shit in it.
Oh, Ant spelled it out, and I see it now. Outspelt. It's like cry cut is what it looks like, but it's cricket.
Called cricket.
Yeah.
Yeah. For doing shit and things.
It's just got a picture of Jeremy doing an angry smirk with a thumbs up.
I guess you can make t-shirts and stuff like that with it, like iron-on prints and all that kind of stuff. So she got it I gave her, for her birthday, I gave her a gift card with half the money for it because it's too fucking expensive. And then she's been saving her monies for it. So she finally got it, and now tomorrow they're having a craft day.
Saved all of her allowances and all that stuff.
All her hooking money.
For all
Whoa!
Your words, not mine. But I was about to go there. So.
No! She's a boxing instructor.
Mm-hmm.
The boxing instructor.
Same thing, right?
Bocce.
Just gotta teach people how those left hooks.
She does bocce ball.
Anywho, enough shitting on the wife.
Go on. That's another website altogether.
That's also how she paid for the cricket.
And then Moonshiner. Okie dokie.
if you enjoy what you're listening to, I'm so glad she doesn't listen to this show, but you can. And you can do it on Audio Boom.
My wife does, and she'll be like, "Thank God y'all don't talk about me like that."
Oh man.
Well, we couldn't. She'll hunt us down.
No, yeah, are you kidding me? Dead, murdered everyone.
Like she's probably murdered people.
Do you not
in her
remember a couple weeks ago when she sent the kid in, and he was like, "Don't talk about butt stuff."
Oh yeah.
We ended up still talking about butt stuff.
Probably.
I mean, that was the catalyst for it, really. After you have like a 2 to 3 year old telling you that, they kind of like opens it up.
Taylor just resubbed for 3 months in a row, saying 3 months of wife shitting and butt stuff.
Oh, thanks, Taylor.
Well, if you'd like to listen, you can. Like I said before, on Audio Boom, they provide all of our bandwidth. They're our main sponsor. We love them. Thank you so much, guys, for letting us do all the nasty shit we do on this show and not complaining once. You can also find us on Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and anywhere else that you can find a podcast. We'll be there. You can also follow us on social media at the 8-Bit Geek. Every Monday night, we, of course, are live right here on Twitch. You can interact with us in the chat room. And that'd be fun. And if you can't do any of that, you can listen and then tell us how awesome or shitty the show is over on Discord. We have a wonderful community of people over there. They post stuff, once a day, and you can go in there and say hi.
I wish it was just once a day. Sometimes I show up in there and it's like, you have 458 missed messages. Fucking Christ! What did you guys talk about today?
We just kept mentioning at OMG, OMFG. It's Doug.
Hey, so do you go through and sometimes I can't read all that stuff. Like it's too much. Do you read everything? Do you try to?
I try to. I'll see if there's if there's anything interesting going on or what they're talking about. But if they're just talking about Caleb, I just scroll.
Caleb is a very interesting fellow.
And scroll. Keep on scrolling. And I'm so glad we turned off
Caleb, who's talking about Caleb, though.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so glad we turned off Meeseeks also, at least the urban shit, because it was getting really dirty as fuck in there. I was almost going to suggest we should just make a Mr. Meeseeks room to go use it for that and not in the main chat, because boy did he get gross.
He did, and it violated every single rule we had.
Yeah, we have a set rule and it was just fucking just constantly.
Meeseek went what do you call it, rogue?
No.
Seriously. So we had to cut that off. Maybe down the road there'll be a Meeseeks like we can leave out words, shit like that. The only thing with the chat rooms are if you want to have a conversation, you got to get in right when it's happening, or else you can't get your 2 cents in, because then you're late to the party and no one's talking about it anymore. They moved on. That's where a forum-based thing, you could always go in and just be like, "Hey, this is cool. Here's my stuffs." But it always makes me sad when I post something from a conversation 2 hours earlier, and then everyone's just silent about it. And I'm like, "Well, guess
Buzzkill Jer.
Guess I was late."
You were late.
Yep.
Oh well. Okay. Also, we have other shows on the network that you can check out if you like us or if you want to check out something else. There's 8-Bit Saga to quench your D&D thirst. There's Divas Drop Kicks and Dives, where if you are thirsty, you can have sweaty men dripping down on your face, sweat, nastiness.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah. And we're not talking about the wrestlers. We're specifically talking about Mike and Kev.
Yeah, the hosts.
Well, yeah, we're going to make it worth it.
We got Brainberry Tarts, where they give you some life advice.
Oh, that's right. I forgot what they did.
Mm-hmm. Life advice, and they share their geeky side of the world as well.
I'm gonna break some news here about that show. Canceled. Just kidding. Our good friend Ants will be joining that show here soon.
Yep, that is official. Ants is becoming a staff member here at the 8-Bit Geek. Yeah. She will have her own photo up in the staff section
on the website. And then we've got to fill out all the paperwork and all the W-2s and W-4s and WA-6s and all that shit you got to fill out for the things and the stuff. Wait, we don't pay these people, do we?
No, we don't fill any
fucking never mind then. Welcome aboard, Ants!
But we do have to have her sign the sexual harassment thing because she
fuck.
is terrible at it.
She's the
She
worst.
comments on my rear all the time.
But you know what's good about that though is that before when she was just a listener, we couldn't really say anything about it because you want to keep your fans around. But now that she's a staff member, we can just be like, more.
Let me ask you guys. This is the thing that bothered me the most is that she compares every guy's package to Druid's, and that really bothers me.
Oh, I mean, Druid wins every time.
Oh, she's like, well, it looks smaller than Druid's, and I mean, it's just like, well, I mean, sorry. So,
I mean, Druid, the man can eat a pepper, so you know what else he could do.
what?
Things that involve not eating peppers, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
he's a pretty active individual.
And let's not forget about Garbage Day. That's also a show. I don't know why it came out like that.
I don't know. So there was a moment of silence before you continued, you were waiting for us to respond, and I was for a second so wishing I had a crickets track just on the go, just ready to hit, just ready to hit. And Taylor in the chat, sorry, he just keeps donating bits or cheering or whatever the fuck you call those.
Oh, ban him.
So sorry, man, you gotta go.
Ban him.
Apparently, Druid said the things that he can do is he can shit fire.
Pixar, it didn't happen, bro.
We'll see that. All right, here we come to the part of the show where everyone gets awkward. It's where we beg you for your hard-earned dollars. It's not that awkward though, because if you'd like to give, you can. If you don't want to give, you don't have to. We still give you the show for free. But if you want some added content, you can always head over to Patreon and hook it up there. You can give as little as $1. You can give as much as $1 million. If you're supporting the show, the money goes back into the show. Right now, we're stockpiling some cash in order to purchase some cool giveaways for you guys, and then also we're going to invest in advertising. So we're going to see some more advertising on Facebook, Twitter, and we're also going to try to get us onto more podcasts. So we're gonna actually advertise before other podcasts and stuff like that. So that's the goals. We're also going to upgrade the lighting for the hosts. I know that my lighting isn't the best solution. It looks like shit. Doug doesn't need anything. He's fine. And Kevin, of course, no lighting can save that face.
No.
But
also, you know what? You know what also would help though for Kev? An actual webcam and not his cell phone.
Yeah, that's
just
true.
Holding it up to my face while I stream.
Just duct tape to his monitor.
We're gonna get him a real big boy webcam as well. So, just everything.
I like my webcam. When it works.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
so we're doing everything to upgrade around here and make sure that the show is as good as it can be for everyone listening. So we're doing our best, and your money helps go towards that. And we're talking about an actual con again. So that is making the rounds around here. We have nothing to announce. We're not talking heavily about it. I think we're going to probably get into talks more when 8-Bit Horror Fest ends, so that way we can focus. But we'll let you guys know more on it. And what I will let you know is that we're thinking about doing it more like we have ideas out there to do a booth. We have ideas out there to do it more of a fan get together, a fan meetup. So all those ideas are on the table. We may do like a poll to see what you guys think, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. We did not last week announce or thank our patrons like we normally do, so we should probably do that this week. I got it ready to go.
You're on the board, sir, because you are doing that and 8-Bit Horror Fest stuff. So go take it away.
Okay. First and foremost, KDN82, thank you for the subscription over here on. Oh shit, we just got another one. Dave Yo just subscribed also. Dave Yo, thank you for the sub
subscription.
And also KDN82. Thank you for that sub as well. Man, it's, by the way, I was supposed to say there's like 9 days left to September. Subscriptions are half off on Twitch. So
yeah,
if you feel that generous. If not, thanks for following and listening to our show anyways. And for those who on our patrons, let's just
I'm Sean Pennis, and you just donated to my friends to get laid.
Gone off just donated $8.20. And what's the message say, Kev?
More cash for the stockpile.
Yay!
Nice.
We're gonna do it like a Uncle Scrooge dive into it, except it's not real, so we're probably gonna
hit our heads
That's
real
dumb.
quick.
All right, so those on Patreon, here we go. Because I'm going to start splitting this up. This is so many people. It's getting too long. Here we go. Jen, Ryan, Christopher, Chris, AJ, Lawrence, Arnold, Curtis, Mo, That Is a Classic, David, Deborah, Taylor, Blades, Snorkel, the RZA, Noah, Daniel, Ian, Ripoff, Ben, Keith, Josh, Francisco, Henrik, Jared, Bradosaurus, Drake, Link, Timo, Andrew, Bjorn, Raging D-Bag, Tony, Ryan, the Lonely Trainers Pokemon Gang,
Yes.
Jimbo, UK Ratty. I like that he put UK Ratty so we would know that it wasn't other Ratty. That's funny. Simon Tam, Eric, Amanda, Leonard, Lost Boy, Justin, Linz, Marty, Touchebag, Caleb, Jesse, I'm not done, bro. Robimus, Crassy, Amanda, Lauren, and Mike, and of course Ed, and Brutal Moose as well. Jesus fucking Christ.
Hey, you know what we should do for theatrics is we should just roll out a scroll once a month. It just fucking keeps going.
That doesn't help when they're to the listeners, but
Oh yeah. Well, we can make sound effects that like we could just insert. Hey, I'm unrolling a scroll right now.
no.
That's the sound it makes.
There's so many. It's so many now.
So we thank you all for all the support. And once again, even if you can't afford to give anything, we understand that. There's no pressure to give. We just love you guys for doing what you do, and we thank you. We can't thank you enough. If you can't give, the best way that you can help is to spread the word of this show. Tell people about the show. Tell them about our podcast. Let them know, hey, this is a great podcast to listen to.
Hey, this is a piece of shit
And that goes so far that can almost be the equivalent to money as well, or even better than money, is just telling a friend, hey, you got to listen to these guys. They're kind of good.
They are just okay.
All right. What are we doing for 8-Bit Horror Fest?
Well, we are on week 2. And this week was kicked off by the Nerd Foo, who shared with us their review of Child's Play, the first Chucky movie. So you can check that out. It's already online. On Wednesday, we should be getting a review from our lady friends over at Brainberry Tarts. I don't know what movie they're doing. I don't remember. Trimmers, maybe? I don't remember. I don't know. We'll find out on Wednesday, I guess.
Hold on, I have it right here.
And then on Friday, well, Jared's looking up. On Friday,
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Oh shit, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. And then on Friday, on Friday the 13th, we will be reviewing Friday the 13th. So, yeah. Jay Motley 1, thank you for the subscription.
Yeah.
Thanks, Yamada.
Right. Okay. Let's get into the show. I mean, we technically, fuck it. You know what I'm talking about. Misconnections. Every week we take real ads from the misconnections section of Craigslist. We read them in funny voices. They are completely real. We don't edit them in any way, although we do ad-lib a little bit, but we definitely can't make this stuff up. Hey.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
Hey. Oh, where's Sean?
I'll go grab him. Hey, while I'm grabbing him, you should probably start sending me those drops so this isn't fucking awkward and silent anymore.
I
know, right?
I almost prefer it. It's becoming a thing.
I almost prefer it. That was just a funny joke.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Hey!
Sean.
We doing, Sean boy? Shawnee Rudy Tooty?
Oh, not much.
Hey, Sean, can you do a tongue twister for me? real quick?
Oh no.
Sure. Which one?
Can you do the baby bumper tongue
Yeah,
twister?
the one that was made famous in the 1990 movie Last Action Hero starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. For sure.
I knew you knew this, John or Sean.
It's John now.
You're now John.
What,
Okay, so
hold on. What is it? Rubber baby. Was it buggy bumpers?
Rubber baby
buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
There's not enough S's in there.
Yeah, it's super easy for a smooth motherfucker like myself.
Oh my gosh. Well, what do you got this week?
Let's see. This is for all the ladies over in Van Nuys. How in the fuck is that nice? It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Because it's the porn capital of the world, and we've talked about this before. And you guys may ask why I know that. I like to stay educated. I like to stay woke. Hashtag woke. Porn woke.
Do you enjoy watching X-rated porn videos, ladies? Age 41. Looking for a female who enjoys watching porno videos. I have a lot of sex videos, and I love to sit back, watch them, and pleasure myself.
We've done this.
No.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, I have read this one.
No.
Yeah.
I just found this one. It was just recently posted.
It's a repost.
It was a repost.
Oh, Reddit, get on them.
Motherfuckers.
Man, this connection just hasn't been made yet. But yeah, because I remember that I have 50 roses an hour, and we were like, how do you distribute such roses?
Yeah, that's right. Oh man. Okay, Kev, you read yours, and I gotta go into fucking quick find mode.
Very embarrassing.
Yep.
Sean, you've been exposed. And it's no big surprise.
I'm still waiting for watch the porn videos.
What up, y'all? I'm here to run Audible while Jeremy does shit.
When you run Audible?
Yeah, I mean, I don't do much.
I need some credits for some new books.
Especially outside, my ginger skin cannot handle the sunlight. I stay indoors a lot. This one though, I was a handyman at some point in my career. This is handyman phone sex. Male for women, Street Fighter 5. I think that's what the SFP is.
I hope this isn't another misconnections. Or that's been reposted.
I mean, I've played Street Fighter 5 before, so maybe I want to have phone sex on Street Fighter 5. My age this week is 50. I'm a little older this week. A little wiser. Now, I ran a handyman ad. You called me at 1 a.m. on a Friday night about your plumbing and your kitchen floors. You hung up on me. Why? There's no periods in this whole goddamn thing. All right, let me take a deep breath. Restart this. I ran a handyman ad. You called me at 1 a.m. on Friday night about your plumbing and kitchen floors. You hung up on me. I called you right back. We had phone sex for months, almost a year. I want to talk to you again. Let me know what city you said you lived in and the size flooring you wanted, and I'll send my number to you. I know you loved it too. Let me just snake your drain, baby. That's all I want to do. Do you need me to read something else? Do you need me to do some telegrams, brother, baby, buggy bumpers or something?
Hey, read it all over again.
Yo, check this out. This is a handyman phone sex. Male for women, Street Fighter 5. My age this week is 50. Now, let's read this a little bit slower. I ran a handyman ad. You called me at 1 a.m. on a Friday night about your plumbing and kitchen floors. You hung up on me. And I called you right back. But when I called you back, we had phone sex for months. Like literally, we didn't hang up the phone. It was just a really long phone call. My phone bill went through the roof. And now I see some guy's junk.
That's just a dick.
Jeremy is posting dicks in our notes. You got me. I guess I have been dicked. I'll send you my number. I guess I hope you didn't have that dick. I hope this wasn't one of those weird numbers. Jeremy, you still with us? I think there was a Freudian dick slip on your end.
All right, Doug, you're up. It was the best I could do. I'm sorry.
Yours truly, Velvet Jones, baby. I'm going to go to bed now.
Yeah.
It's been a hell of a night.
Hey.
Hashtag dick rolled.
Dick rolled. Yeah. Kev, if you're wondering what your audio sounds like later, come back and listen to your misconnection because like even Answer's like Kev's audio is weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
I
don't know what's going on.
We've been trying to tell him that like there's something weird going on. It only happens on Skype. It doesn't happen on Discord, so we don't know what the fuck's going on.
So Discord needs to get their shit together so we can use Discord to record our shows.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey,
I'm back.
Hey, Sean.
I'm back, guys.
Hey, welcome back, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Sorry, Jared and I had to go digging through my back catalog and see if we could find something.
Your back catalog.
Yeah, this was over at North Park, the mall.
Oh shit, this is local.
This is from last time I was in town. So we've gone over this before. You know, I like them all. I like everything. So this is to swinging that dick at North Park, male for male.
Pics included.
Yeah, and there was a picture. I have seen you a few times walking through North Park with your big cock flopping around. You're an attractive white guy that obviously gets off by putting on a show. I'm pretty sure I meant putting. By putting on a show.
Sometimes you're staring and typing.
Sometimes sporting wood. I know that you do it for our enjoyment. Well, yeah, everyone that can see his fucking dick, Kev, you saw the picture.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fucking noticeable. It's like someone took, like when you would go like in elementary school and you get like a leaf or something, you put it under the paper and you take the charcoal and you do the outline on the paper and then you'd have like that's what it was like, but with his dick in his pants.
What? I have no fucking clue.
You never did that? You never took like a piece of paper?
I never put my dick on a piece of paper in school.
It sounded like a leaf or something.
I don't put my dick on a leaf either. I mean, not in school.
Yeah, it does say you never put your dick on paper either.
Yeah. There's a time and a place.
I know. We've had some experiences together, Kev.
I know. Yeah.
Anyways, I know you do it for our enjoyment. I'd love to help you get that big dick down. I'm 36, a 5'6" white guy. What a 7C shaved head. 7C?
7C. That's like the grade of shaved head he has. Like he goes to like when comic books get graded, like he grades his bald head. And he's like, that's a 7C right there.
I have a feeling it probably has more to do with my dick size.
7 circed?
Yeah. It's a 7-inch cock.
Circed.
I don't know.
Snipped.
Hey, Sean, can you, I guess you could take it from here. Sean?
What's that?
Sean.
You just want me to do the job that was meant for...
Right. It's yours now.
Conversations.
Wow. Did Velvet come back?
It was good.
That's weird.
It's really good. All right, let's talk about some movies. Okay, so everyone in the world didn't go see this movie, but a few did. Mm-hmm. And Blade Runner 2049 made $32.8 million, taking number one spot. That's not the numbers that they probably were hoping for.
No, that's low.
That's really low, right?
Which is weird, because I thought there was a lot of good promotion going into it. There's a lot of positive reactions to it. I mean, I saw it, and it's easily one of the best movies I've seen this year. That's kind of weird that those numbers are so low.
That's what I keep hearing. The film is a fantastic follow-up, and it is one of the... So, some people have said one of the best sci-fi films that they've seen.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to go back after watching that. Like, it was really good. This is one of the rare times I actually want to go see it again in theaters, and it's almost 3 hours long. So get ready for that. But man, it was really damn good.
You know how much the budget was? $150 million.
150 million.
Yep.
It's a slow race, or what do you call it?
It's not a. It's
slow and steady.
Hey, if I remember correctly, the first one didn't do very well in theaters either, so it was just keeping to its own trend.
Yeah.
So that made it a lot. I wanted to go see it. I didn't get a chance. Coming number 2 was The Mountain Between Us, which
has Idris Elba in it. We've seen a lot of fucking commercials for it lately.
Yeah, I guess a tragic plane crash happens, and then two strangers must forge a connection.
I will say this: I saw one of the best promos for it because, like I said, we've been watching a lot of like Food Network and stuff because they're doing all that Halloween Bake Off Championship challenge things. Love those shows, especially around Halloween. But so there's a lot of commercials for this, and there's it's them on a mountain and like it's them and a dog, and you're like the fucking dog is gonna die. Like they'll both make it, but they're gonna lose the dog. Like that's gonna be the tragic twist. They posted online. And it was just shots from the trailer of the dog, and it's like, the dog does not die, or whatever. It's like it starts with hashtag spoiler, the dog does not die. And it's like, oh shit, who dies then? It's like, literally someone's gonna die. It was really smart. It was really funny.
Also opening this week is My Little Pony, the movie.
That's what you saw this weekend.
How is it that this thing only made $8.9 million? I know that there's so many people on the Pony Express.
Not anymore, bro. It's not 2012 anymore.
Really? Did that tie out?
I think so.
No, I still see bronies every once in a while.
They still have like a brony convention, right?
Do they though?
I don't know. It kind of merged with like furries. So, yeah.
I don't see it as much anymore. There was a time where it was like every convention we were going to or whatever, there was like My Little Pony art and like mashups and stuff. I don't see that as much anymore. You still see it, but it's not like it was. Now it's all like spinners or fidget spinners. And
My Little Ponies fidget spinners. Make it happen.
We got some news to get through, boys. This is a lot. And the first thing up is the most important thing.
It is.
Batman the Animated Series is coming to Blu-ray in 2018. Yeah. Did anybody grow up watching this animated series?
Oh, absolutely.
Kev, silence over there?
Hell yeah. No. I watched it. I was keeping it in the chat.
I have never seen an
77
episode.
Junior. No, I was saying, like, somebody in the chat was like, bronies. No. Don't put us in with furries.
Yeah.
So I guess there's some animosity. Two crews clashing.
Yeah.
So it's like a big gang fight, except I don't think they fight. I don't know. What kind of fights happen between them?
Fuck fights.
I'm going to fight you with my dick in your mouth. No.
That's what furries do anyways. I don't know. Right? I don't know. This is all like just...
Yeah, how do you know, Doug?
I don't. This is all just speculation based on episodes of like My Strange Addiction I've seen.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and if you want to, you can write to us and let us know what kind of fights that go on.
Write to us at our P.O. box.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we have a P.O. box now.
Yeah, we didn't mention that, did we?
We'll get there.
We forgot about it.
Yeah, you could send us letters and all that other stuff if you want, or just really weird shit. It's
Rule
P.O.
34.
P.O. Box 1954, Keller, Texas 76244. Attention 8-Bit Geek. There you go.
Well, are we sharing it with someone else to where we put attention 8-Bit Geek just to make sure they get it?
Just put fucking 8-Bit Geek on the top.
That's just who it's two. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see, Batman the Animated Series. So that's cool. I can't wait to see what kind of extras that they have on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure it's going to be a ton of fun.
Yeah. I watched it in its entirety after Ollie was born when I was staying up all night. There was like a whole bunch of stuff that I just binge watched, and
it's so good.
Batman the Animated Series was definitely one of them that I went through in like 2 nights.
Mm-hmm.
It was awesome. So good.
Oh, Ansa says we should check our P.O. box. Somebody might have sent something already. I think she's the only. It's not really much because she's the only one who knew the address otherwise. Spoiler alert.
I will check it. I'll check it tomorrow on my way home from work.
Nice. Rough McGruff, Chicago, Illinois, 60652. Yes. Take a bite out of crime.
Let's see. Harvey Weinstein got fired
From his own company.
from his own company for sexual harassment. Nope, sorry. Reports of sexual harassment.
Yeah, but where there's smoke, there's fire. And there's a lot of smoke.
In this one, there's been a lot of smoke, decades of smoke. Mm-hmm. And so it's amazing that this didn't come. I mean, I guess people who are put in those positions get kind of, threatened and buried, and they just are afraid for their careers and shit like that. Yeah. So it took a long time for this to come out. And I guess allegations stretch back to at least 3 decades, and since he was still running Miramax, and when it was owned by Disney even.
Yeah. I mean, that's going to happen when you have assholes who have power over people and influence to where they can do shit like that. Like, grabbing people by the pussy. But hey, that's here nor there. I guess, so here's one of the incidents. He would invite women to his hotel room under the pretense of discussing their career. Yeah. Then he would expose himself in front of them and sometimes make them stay while he bathed. What? Oh.
What?
Not even like,
it's like
wash my back.
It's like some of that like weird, like creepy backroom couching sessions bullshit you'd hear from like the 1930s Hollywood, where they would like, this exact thing would be like you've got this young naive like person who wants to try making it in Hollywood, and then like oh yeah, come back to the studio, let's meet with some of the producers and the director, and then like next thing you know they're being fucked on a couch. Like
there's a website for that.
Yeah, but like that's where that whole shit comes from, is because that stuff happens, and it's like, I should say happened. Clearly it's still happening, but it's like, that's what it sounds like. It reminds me, there's that whole storyline in L.A. Noire about this sort of stuff, where there's that like 16-year-old girl who was like raped and then like murdered. And,
oh God.
And it was because she was like trying to make it in Hollywood, and she was like raped, and then like she found out they had a tape, and she threatened to expose them, and they murdered her. Like, it's like,
yeah,
wow. Damn, L.A. Noire getting fucking deep.
Did you never play that game, man? It was.
I didn't get too far into it.
It was fucking dark.
Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah, thanks. Now I don't need to play it anymore.
He's not the only one who has been fired this week. I'm gonna fuck up his last name, but Andy Signor, is that how you pronounce it? Not sure. Don't care. He was the creator of Screen Junkies. He also got fired this week for the same sexual harassment allegations. And that show was the Honest He's the Honest Trailers as well. Like, he created that. And those Honest Trailers are fucking awesome. Mm-hmm. But I'm sorry, but you can't like rise to power and be like, hey, ladies, let's touch my penis or else. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it's just not allowed, and it shouldn't be.
No, not at all. Never. Especially for advancement or even fear of being blacklisted in an industry that you dream of being an actor or an actress, or and to basically have to put up with that bullshit in order to pursue your dreams it's unbelievably wrong. So I'm glad more people are getting called out on this. I hope a lot of this fucking Hollywood shit, and any job, I hope there's a lot more whistleblowers in this, and to where it makes these quote men of power fucking powerless.
Well, and we need to make it, and it needs to become the norm where like we said this sort of behavior isn't acceptable, because it has been for so long, to the point where we can kick our shitty president out of the office for it, because he's a goddamn pussy grabbing asshole.
I knew you were gonna get to it. That's why I was like, ah.
Well, because he had the audacity to fucking call out like Hillary Clinton for like, hey man, he donated to your shit, bro. You fucking openly like bragged about grabbing pussy, so you can shut your fucking mouth on this case, bro.
I was gonna say he was the last person to fucking chime in on that shit.
Yeah, at least like a lot of the other Democrats and stuff that have received like donations from like have pushed their stuff to like battered women like charity groups and stuff. Like, at least they're taking his money and doing something like good with it. Like, fuck him, man.
Yeah.
So I don't know about you guys, but there's going to be a new Matrix movie coming out.
Yeah, don't care.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
past its prime. We've gotten the thing about Matrix. I think that made it so fun to watch was the filming and the effects of that era were pretty new. So it was cool to see like bullet time effects in a movie and just kind of like just stuff like that.
What are you talking about? That thing was a fucking masterpiece of sci-fi.
You go back to watch it now, it's aged. It's like when we watched Friday the 13th, but you'll find out about that on Friday.
Well, Matrix originally came out in 1999, and there is another film being produced, and the writer, Zach Penn, has confirmed that it's not a reboot or a continuation. It just happens in the world of the Matrix.
Okay.
So they're trying to make it kind of like the X-Men, where they're starting to tell all these stories. If anybody remembers what was the Animatrix?
Yes.
That
was
awesome.
Remembers those. I did like the Animatrix.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch of stories that went along with the Matrix, and so they kind of want to make it like that.
Okay.
So I don't know. It seems kind of cool that they'd be, coming up with new storylines in that world. I don't know if we need them, but it would be cool to go back to that world. I don't know. I want to rewatch it. I know that you said it's aged, but I still held that film just so close to the heart. It was the first film that I purchased on DVD.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was very revolutionary for its time, but since then, I mean, there's just so much. It's nothing like, especially, I mean, unless the first movie was a standalone, it would have been great because the other two sequels kind of spoiled it or soured it for me. Because like I wasn't a fan of Revolutions or whatever the hell it was and Reloaded. It's hard to go back and watch the first one, knowing that those other movies were gonna basically come in after it.
I don't know. I think I could still go back and watch the first one and be like,
that's like saying, "Oh, I know that episodes 1, 2, and 3 are coming out. I can't go watch 4, 5, and 6."
It took me a while. Those fucking movies sucked.
Bye, Kev. I'm just gonna go and just kick you out of the call.
Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, I could go back and watch 4, 5, and 6 and be totally fine knowing that 1, 2, and 3 just, they've aged very poorly.
Oh no, they are terrible. But I can watch 4, 5, and 6 because I don't know. I knowing that it really, I can try to put off knowing that there was an episode 1, 2, and 3. I can kind of block that in my memory. Now, if it was like if episode 7 would have sucked, then it might have soured things. But yeah, I mean, episode 7 was awesome, so it's easy to go.
But nothing can touch the originals, man. Even if it was a shit run of movies, you would just go back and be like, "This is my holy grail. These 3 movies are the shit. Everything else can suck a dick. Don't care." I don't know. I think I don't know if you can compare Matrix with Star Wars. I think that's
I'm saying that's like as a standalone movie, Matrix was a pretty decent. But like I said, try watching it now. It's a lot different. I mean, it doesn't have the same.
All right, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Cool, do it right now.
I'll report it back. Okay, bye guys.
Doug, take over the show. Go. Hip hop horn.
all show long.
Just non-stop for the next 30 minutes. Here we go.
But it's the one from your lips and mouth or whatever. So you just...
Oh, God. Netflix is raising its prices again, guys. Woo-hoo!
Yeah.
Hip hop porn.
Because of their content, which is basically they're like, all right, we're going to lose all our Disney shit, so we might as well raise the prices now because we're not going to be making that money anymore.
I think that I don't know if that argument is can be made anymore because Netflix almost has so many original fucking shows that, I mean, they could be their own HBO at this point.
Well, they are. I think they make more.
I mean, they are.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they are. Like even if they didn't have all that content, even without the Marvel and the DC, the Marvel and the Star Wars shit and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that much either. They're raising the standard rate to $1 more, so it's $10.99 a month, which is still really reasonable. Yeah. And then the
what they offer, HD,
the Ultra HD is going from $11.99 to $13.99 a month. Still cheaper than your basic cable.
Yeah,
and that
you're
puts
getting a ton of content.
It puts it in line with what Spotify charges for fucking music.
Yeah.
So I'm not crying over that. That's not bad at all.
Considering you're right, like you guys said, considering the price of cable, I think it's very reasonable for all they offer, and especially like look at what we're coming up with. You know, season 2 of Stranger Things. You got The Punisher coming out. You've got more seasons of like Narcos and Orange Is the New Black and stuff like that. You're gonna spend time watching all of this.
Arrested Development.
Yeah, Arrested Development on the horizon, and what else they come up with. And the cool thing is, like, if they keep knocking them out of the park and like they raise the money, that's going to give them really more budget to get even more shit. So
is it a stretch to say that Arrested Development is pretty much not Arrested Development? What the fucking is it? Is it Arrested Development? It's the one with Larry Sanders.
What?
Which one? Which one is Larry David? Which one's the one with Larry David?
Oh, you're thinking of
fucking. I can't think of it.
I know what you're talking about. That's an HBO show.
Oh fuck! Hold on. Larry David he does. What show is that? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, that's making a comeback, but it's HBO.
Oh no! I was just gonna ask. I'm
Enthusiasm.
I am fairly certain that is a tale of like they went into the future, filmed Doug, and then just released it.
Dude, Larry David has the worst fucking luck in that show. It is a really funny show. I like it, and I'm glad to see it's coming back because it for its time, it was ahead of its time at the when it was out. So it's good to see it come back.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, but I watch it. I still am not done with the entire series. I'm only about halfway through it, but I'm reminded of Doug so much just with the. And like there was like the shit that he decides not to do, and he's like,
yeah,
no, like it's so. I'm like, that's just a cranky old Doug.
Oh man.
All right, so Todd McFarlane says that his Spawn film will actually earn its hard R rating, unlike Deadpool.
What? Deadpool was a pretty hard R.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it wasn't. I guess it wasn't the hardest of R's, I suppose. But I mean, a lot of people died, and there's a lot of curse words, and then
the only way
got fucked in the ass. I don't know. That seems pretty. That's
that's as hard as it goes.
I think that checks off all the check boxes.
Well, I mean, I guess like if Ryan Reynolds' like dick actually was hard during that fight scene, he'd get a hard R.
There was definitely a dick flop around in one scene.
Yeah,
there was that fight scene where he was in the hospital and it was fire.
I was on fire, and it was just like,
fire.
And it made that sound too. It's really weird.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know how you get that hard of an R.
I mean, he's just trying to stir it up.
McFarlane, just talking out of his ass.
So this is
we all know it's going to be dark. Anyone who's seen Spawn or knows the backstory of Spawn knows it's going to be a dark film. I don't anticipate it being bad, but I don't think it's going to push the envelope on what rated R comic book movies are going to be.
Hold on. This is the quote. Ready? This is a continued quote. We will be dark and R-rated, not like R-rated like that pansy movie Deadpool with a couple F-bombs and a couple bare asses. This ain't your daddy's Spawn movie.
What?
Well, my Spawn movie wasn't that. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't like anything special. So you don't have much to beat.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't the first Spawn. I mean, I actually liked the first Spawn movie that came out in the 90s, the one that was like PG-13. I thought they did a good job with it.
What the fuck is these quotes?
I bet I have to imagine there's probably a quote from Tom McFarlane in the 90s like, this isn't going to be PG-13 like that pussy Batman movie. This is going to be PG. This isn't your daddy's Spawn movie.
Yeah.
We're going to get the hardest PG-13 rating we can.
Listen, hold on. I've got to read you a couple more quotes. Ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I will have a shark in black water. And if you're swimming, he will come up and you'll be gone and he will fuck you up. Hold on. Here's more. I didn't used to draw comic books. And I drew comic books, and I won awards. I don't know how to read music, and I have a Grammy Award. I'm spending my own money, so who cares if it doesn't work out? It's a $10 million movie budget, and the studio would just get a 22-year-old punk director. I just want to be that old punk directing it.
What the fuck?
I love
What
this
an angry old man.
I really like him after
And
that.
I call bullshit on him having $10 million, by the way. That's got to fucking break his bank easily.
No, man. Are you kidding me? All those fucking toys that he makes?
man.
Oh, you know what? I take that back. Yeah, you're right. Because the toys. I was going to say, if he's just living off of Spawn money, then yeah, that fucking well is dried years ago.
Hey,
Okay,
guess
yeah.
what?
Todd McFarlane toys. Okay, you get it.
Guess
You
what?
win this one.
Net worth $300 million.
Because of those damn toys.
And I mean, he still does have his comic book company.
Did he
But
have
the
the
toys
company?
definitely go a long way.
Yeah, the toys are really what. Yeah. But either way,
So
that's
funny.
hilarious. Yeah.
So funny.
Not like those punk kids, those damn millennials trying to make rated R movies. I'll show them.
Hey, so did you guys hear about this whole McDonald's thing and the sauce from Rick and Morty with
Yeah.
the Szechuan sauce?
Szechuan.
Yeah, Szechuan. Got it.
God.
So they really fucked up. They only sent like 17 packets to some stores. Some stores got like 3. Some stores that were supposed to have some. Okay, there were people outside booing and like chanting, "We want sauce.
Hello there.
We want
Thank you
sauce."
for that sexy
Like,
follow.
It was nutso. There was a dude who was charging $10 to dip your nugget in his sauce container. Fucking nuts. Like, people camped out for a day to get this sauce.
I don't know. Like, on the one hand, it's either they fucked up really bad, or on the other hand, it was almost a genius marketing move. Because you have to.
You don't call it genius. Don't give them because they pulled the Nintendo
Well,
card.
because we are fucking talking about it right now, Kev. If this had gone off without
they-
a fucking hitch the other day, we'd be like, hey, did you see they did the thing with Szechuan sauce? It was cool, move on, we're done. Like, that would be it. But instead, no, because now, since they fucked up, people are angry about it. They're having to, like, right their wrong, and they're like, shit, we didn't know it was that popular.
All I'm saying is don't call it genius when the other way you call Nintendo fuckheads.
I'm going to step aside and let you two work this out.
Hello there.
You get what I'm
Thank you for
saying?
that
Because it was the
sexy
same
follow.
goddamn thing that Nintendo pulled with their stupid NES consoles. They're like, we sent 20 to a store. I thought that should be enough. We didn't think the demand was going to be that high.
problem is that they
That's
keep-
exactly what McDonald's did.
Except they didn't charge you, like, $300 for a thing with 60 games on it. That you could have done, that you could have bought, you could have just bought a Raspberry Pi and done it yourself.
Here we go. It was a fuck up, and yeah, even like all the Justin Rowland had to like tweet out. He's like, we had nothing to do with this.
Don't get mad at us. We have nothing to do with this shit.
But he was like, also, don't be a dick to the employees because they didn't have anything to do with it either.
Hey, but there's good news. Nintendo. McDonald's is
Might
writing.
as well.
McDonald's is righting their wrong, and they are ramping up production. They found more sauce, they said, and they are ramping up production, and they're going to do a mass exodus of all this sauce to every McDonald's, and there will be no problem getting the sauce. And I think it comes out in December or some shit like that. So
Yeah, they said December, and it's not just going to be a one-day event. It's going to be a pretty, at least a couple weeks.
I think that sounds like the whole month or something.
Yeah, and it's going to be at every McDonald's. As when this Szechuan sauce was going up this weekend, it was only at certain McDonald's in your state. So like Missouri, like there was none in Kansas, so people had to drive to Missouri, and I think Kansas City had like one location that was in kind of a testy neighborhood, maybe. But it was just stuff like that. It was just random ass locations were getting them, so you had to like hunt them down. So now like every McDonald's is, in theory, they're saying that every McDonald's is going to have them. So once again, we'll see that when it happens, Nintendo.
So it'll be fun. I'll get a couple. I'll try it out. I don't know what the fuck it tastes like, but okay. Do you guys
That's the
remember?
thing. I mean, that's the one win about this whole thing. It probably tastes like shit, but no one's going to care because Rick and Morty was like, hey, it's good. And Rick and Morty fans are like, hey, that means it's amazing. I need to drink it all. I need to fucking pour it into a shot glass and take shots of Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
Fuck off.
All right, let's get into some gaming news. Before we do, we've all been playing a little bit of Battlefront 2, and so what are your beta impressions so far? Do you like it? Is it a buy? Is it a sell? Or is it a rent? I don't know. I stole that from another show. Don't worry.
We'd have to We'd have to buy it to sell it, bro. I liked it so far. I played it both on PC and PS4. PS4 Pro runs it pretty smooth. I believe I got a full 60 frames off of it without any issues. It wasn't as detailed though as the PC one. PC one had like leaves flying, birds flying. Like it was a beautiful port.
Out of the ground.
Yeah, like it was great. I had fun with it playing with you guys. Well, I don't know. I had fun playing with you guys. I wouldn't play it on my own, but it was fun grouping up with everyone. Like Ants was in room. There was a couple other people in there, and it was fun.
I played it a little bit on my own. I enjoyed it on my own thoroughly. Like I played the strike. I don't know if I could do the big battles by myself. That's fun with a group to go in there and kind of coordinate and stuff.
Yeah,
but
to have the team to coordinate with, absolutely.
But the strike is made for smaller groups, so I think that I'd like to play on my own and stuff like that. So that was a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I put a lot of hours into it, and with one map, I'd definitely say I've pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the standard edition, and then after this, I went back, deleted my pre-order, and got the deluxe. That's how much I liked it.
I ordered the deluxe right out of the gate. Already, it was a lot of fun, and I'm really excited for the game as well as all the other maps, to finally see some other maps, because there's supposed to be like 18 out of the gate. And then the single player, I'm really excited for that. That looks fucking dope as shit.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how long the single player game is going to be.
Probably like 10 hours.
I hope longer.
I hope at least 10 hours. Yeah, if it's not longer than that. Then at that point you put in the like, okay, well, how much multiplayer am I going to play to get like the worth out of the game?
Yeah. Who knows? Especially with fucking Destiny 2 right around the corner. That comes out on like what, the 24th?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we've got almost a month of playing that. Hopefully we can level up our dudes high enough and finish the story and do all that before this.
Kev said something in one of the chats the other day that made me not really excited to get it.
What?
Well, you said something about how Destiny 2 was one step forward, two steps back.
That's for people who, if you play Destiny 1 like I did, and I put like a few hundred hours into that game, it feels like one step forward, two steps back. However, for new players, they do a lot to really draw in a new audience, which would be you guys, because you guys didn't play it too far into Destiny 1. I think you guys would be more impressed with it than I was. Because like I said, the way when Destiny 1 first came out, it was very vanilla. Once you finish the story, there really wasn't much to do afterwards. With this one, they give you a lot more endgame content. However, the content that was around with all the expansions and stuff in Destiny 1, it feels like that was full, and that was like, it was fun to do stuff and to log in every day and do it. But going back to Destiny 2, it's like, it feels like it went back to vanilla. And that's the downside to it. But once again, these are things that a lot of Destiny veterans would recognize. A lot of like normal, like people that are just getting into the series, or at least that weren't as crazy into Destiny 1, will enjoy in Destiny 2. They righted a lot of wrongs out of the first one. They just didn't innovate as much as you would expect them to for having it a direct sequel.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Well, the chat is going crazy right now here because I guess the Star Wars trailer has been released.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys want to, at the end of the show during the Q&A, do we want to watch it and give our reactions?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Andrew House is leaving Sony after 27 years with the company.
Yeah, that's a bummer, and that's kind of out of nowhere too.
Yeah, he helped start. House started at Sony in 1990, and he helped build the PlayStation brand.
Yeah,
and so that's I'm really sad about it, man. Like I always love seeing him at the conventions and doing the keynotes and shit like that. So he'll
he was a great host.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
You sound like Goofy.
Woo! That's another sneeze. Sorry, guys.
That was a sneeze? I thought you were just excited about that last sneeze. You're like, woo! That was a good one.
Woo! Atari. Oh, boy.
John, by the way, Deputy President John Codera will be succeeding him at Sony Interactive. So there you go.
I don't know what to make of this. It's this. We talked about the Atari box a few episodes ago, and how Atari was making a current console for this generation. It's going to be powerful and shit. Well, come to find out, it's going to be more in line with a retro console, and it's going to sell for $250.
Yep.
Like, really?
In before Doug talks about Raspberry Pis.
I think it's fun. They're comparing it to the what was it, the Ouya or Ouya?
The Ouya.
Ouya.
It was such a piece of shit system. It was like when they tried to make Android onto a console.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying that it's going to be more powerful, but like it'll play games like Minecraft, but not like Overwatch or anything else. So like, what games are going to be on this thing?
It's all going to be like pixel-based games just to keep up with Atari.
I don't get it, man. Like I guess they're remaking like Pitfall and Space Invaders.
I'm a Space Inviter. Come on over.
I don't get it. I don't.
Oh, they didn't compare themselves to that. This article is. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, you might as well compare it to that, right?
The chat, and then the chat. Sorry, they're going like, why would someone willingly compare themselves to this? Like, they're not.
Yeah, the article is because that's one of those things. Like, no one talks about the Ouya anymore. I think the last time I saw one was at the video game museum, and they had it there just to show. They're probably like, here's what not to do with your console.
For sure. So I don't know. We'll get more news out of it, but it seems like if you're going to announce what the console looks like, if you're going to announce the price, like you got to announce the games, and so far nothing. So who knows what the fuck it's going to be?
Yeah.
There's no slot for a CD or anything. It's just going to be downloadable titles. At least that's what it looks like. Could be wrong. Anywho. All right. Now let's go into Doug's rants for this week.
Oh, it's not just Doug on this one, but I find it hilarious.
Bethesda is going all in and says, when it comes to Nazis, you can put us down in the against column.
So it's right.
Right. It's 2017. We shouldn't be arguing this.
Yeah. There shouldn't be there shouldn't be a for Nazi like column. It shouldn't be a thing. Like, it's one of those. If you say yes, bye.
For sure.
My favorite thing is like people are trying to jump on the wagon of calling it, like they're saying that Wolfenstein.
Well, let's hold on before we get into it. Let's tell the original story.
Okay.
So that way people can follow along. As everybody knows, Wolfenstein is coming back this year. It'll be out in November, and its theme for the last 20 years has been we are against Nazis, we fight Nazis, and we kill Nazis. It's a story. It's a fantasy story about Nazis and how crazy it gets if shit goes down and like Hitler kind of wins and pushes forward. This story is about how the Nazis are invading America, and so
I'm very glad you decided to follow me.
Advertising for the game was
years.
what was it like? No Nazis in America.
Well, there was no more Nazis.
No more Nazis, right? And so people started responding with stuff like way to get fucking political. I'm not buying this game. How dare you?
Make America Nazi free again.
Yeah, make Nazi America. Yeah, and so I think the people who got all butthurt about this, or the people who didn't realize, hey, this has been out for 20 years. Also, maybe they didn't realize that we shouldn't be promoting Nazis.
Yeah. Well, but part of the thing is that they use like the Trump slogan of "Make America Great Again" by "Make America Nazi Free Again," which is definitely a jab at like not our current political climate, as well as like the fact that Nazis apparently think that they can exist again and be totally treated equally. Like that because it's not like they're like a race of people being treated unfairly. They're just assholes.
Yeah,
they're just people that are just pieces of shit. And it's like, no, you can fine. You know what? Fine. You want to have that belief? Cool. You're gonna get punched in the face. Like,
yeah.
So,
has been seen on many videos.
Yeah. Like, so, I've fuck them. Like, no, you guys have always been the bad guy.
Okay, let's bring this back a little bit. So the main thing that people were losing their mind over was the slogan. The slogan of "Make America Nazi Free." Mm-hmm. So people, of course, like there's conservative supporters, I guess, if I want to if I want to generalize it, that got offended on it because they were saying that it was using Trump's slogan.
Right.
And they were, like the thing is, everyone uses "Make America Something Again," and it's not just Trump didn't coin that shit. It was like he used it in his campaign, and it worked because people were fucking bamboozled by it.
That's right. It was before you go on. It was first used in 1993 in the action hit movie, The Last Action Hero.
See, there you go. It all goes back to Last Action Hero. So, but it's been used far before Trump, and it'll be used again far after it. Although recently Trump popularized it again because of, once again, his shitty promises. But so it's immediately they took offense to that, not knowing what even Wolfenstein was, and they're like, I'm not going to buy this game. It's like, cool, you didn't buy any of the other ones, so they're not really missing your money. But a lot of people immediately wrote it off and were saying like it was a social justice warrior game. And it's like, no, these are people killing Nazis. That's what you should be doing, is killing Nazis, because fuck Nazis. And it's gone back and forth, but it makes a lot of people look like they're outing themselves as Nazis because they're defending Nazis.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of miscommunication, but it looks hilarious on the web. Oh, hilarious and sad at the same time. So that is what Bethesda's running with. So Bethesda just comes out and straight up says, like, look, we're against Nazis.
Yeah.
And once again, it's a back and forth struggle of people who are not Nazis thinking, like, it's almost like they're convincing themselves that they are, but they're not, I guess. I don't know. It's such a weird, it's a paradox of things happening to where you're like, why are people defending Nazis in 2017?
Exactly.
For sure.
I like Caleb in the chat has come up with an idea. It's more company slogans for this. Go. And he says, you're going to hate the way Nazis look. I guarantee it. Men's Warehouse. Better pizza, better ingredients, less Nazis. Papa John's. EA Sports. Nazis aren't in the game.
See? Yeah. Like, and it just comes down to it. They found a catchy slogan. They found a catchy slogan. And just to promote a game that normally, if this would have been viewed by people who actually know what Wolfenstein is and are informed, they would have been like, oh, cool, it's marketing for the new Wolfenstein game. All right, cool, move on. But people are always so quick to jump on the hot takes these days.
It's the same people.
Yeah, it's just people are so quick to judge right now because we're in such a fucking volatile political climate right now. So they look for anything to start an argument or at least think they're in an argument, when it was like, nah, bro, it's just a video game about killing Nazis. What are you so butthurt about?
Yeah. So here at 8-Bit Geek, it's love, hugs, and fuck all those Nazis.
There you go. Agreed. 100%.
That's our new slogan.
Slogan. That's it. We coined something, guys.
Logo.
We did it.
No, you did it.
No, we are a podcast together, guys. Everything we do together.
Nope. You didn't go pee-pee with me earlier.
I did in spirit. I did once when you had your headphones on and you fucking made us listen to you pee.
Well, if you're not a friend unless you listen to another man pee.
But not your friend, but just another man.
Caleb says,
you become friends.
Caleb again says, this makes me excited to see what all those demo finks are going to say about Far Cry 5.
Oh my God.
I can't wait, man. It's going to be so
And it's
exciting.
another thing. It's going to be a lot of people that don't play video games or don't even know what Far Cry is.
It's going to be the same people who got mad at me for saying that I'm excited to kill Christians. That's not what I said.
Don't bring that up.
That's not what I said. I said I'm excited to kill Christian extremists, which is exactly what those fucking bad guys are. And it's what the people who ran over people in Charleston or Charlottesville or whatever. It's just extremists. Fuck them.
It's funny because the other day I had my phone on random when I was driving, and your fucking PSA came up, and I was like, "Oh, skip!"
Oh man. Okay, so moving on. Microsoft is trying to extend their exclusive rights with Battlegrounds because Sony started talking with PlayerUnknown's, the company Blue Mountain, Blue Hole, Blue shit, whatever it's called.
Blue Hole.
Blue Hole. And so they were like, "Hey, so it's going to come to PS4." And then Microsoft was like, "Oh, no, and so now they want to extend the deal and push it out even further. Listen, this is perfect for Microsoft because they don't have much launching with the Xbox X1
Xbox X1 X-1.
So this is the perfect kind of launch title if they can get it out in time, and it would sell some Xboxes for them.
But it's weird because it's still in early access for PC, so I don't think they'll have a completed version for Xbox One X.
You don't need one anymore, man. You just put out that fucking early access and update.
They have early access on Xbox?
No, but they'll do it for this game when you got 10 fucking million PC players.
They also did it for Ark, man. Ark came out on Xbox last year. It just became an official game like this August. So
wow. I did today. I learned. Well, it shows how much I turn on my Xbox. So,
and I think they do. I think they do have an early access program.
No.
So.
Okay, so there's a company out there who is an aggregator for all of these reviews, right? And it's called Open Critic. They're one of the biggest ones out there, along with what's the? No, I can't think of the name of the other company.
Metacritic.
The other critic company.
So, I guess a lot of critics and a lot of outlets are reporting that Middle Earth: Shadow of War is a giant grind fest towards the end of the game unless you put down some money to get some loot boxes to help your character to get the true ending.
Make it rain.
The true ending.
So what does that mean? The true ending? I don't know. Well, I guess
means we'll find out. WB, we got your money ending.
So this has become an issue as of late with loot boxes and how they're getting taken kind of out of control a little bit. And so Open Critic wants to do something about it. And they want to add a business model to take a stand against loot boxes. And I'm guessing that they're going to kind of rate what games have a loot box versus that need. Let's see. For instance, Game Pages would show whether or not a game has random loot boxes and if it's possible to acquire in-game without the need for real money currency. This would also cover how many games are advertising these options to players, whether through a dedicated in-game store prompting or see, that's good shit, man. That's a good thing to have, right?
Yeah.
Huh. I think it's really good. I personally think that the criticism is going to get back to WB, and let's hope that they make some adjustments before launch, which is happening.
It's really already out, isn't it? Didn't it come out today?
Did it come out today?
Tomorrow?
I guess by the time that you listen to this, it'll be today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe they update it, but I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a huge like. We've talked about it in the past. Loot boxes are fine as long as they don't do A, affect gameplay, or B, allow which I guess would be affecting gameplay, allow advantages in game with like guns and shit like that will be more powerful for players. As long as it's like fucking, hey, I look better, or here's like
cosmetic is what you're saying.
Cosmetic, or even like an XP boost. Like, fine, fuck it. Give them a little XP as you're going along. But in order to finish a game and get its true ending, if that's true, like everyone is saying, I think that's really fucked up of them. And way to piss off your fan base that fucking loved your first game. And it looks like this game is amazing as well and getting some really high scores. But a lot of people are fucking let down.
Yeah, Polygon gave it a 7.5. Let's see here. That's the lowest out of it, though.
Okay.
Let's see here. So, let's see. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. Games Radar gave it 4.5 out of 5.
All right, so kind of that averages out to like an 8.
Yeah,
like 2 9s and a 7.
So it's doing really well until people are probably going to get to that end game content and like they're going to explode. But NeoGAF leaking this already is going to get a lot of people who don't pre-order. They're going to get them already on the hate train.
Yeah,
so.
like, I haven't purchased it yet, and my reasoning is because I've just got so many other games to play in the next month that like I can wait a little bit to buy.
Yeah, by the time you get to it, it'll probably be on sale anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Like, and I love the first game, and I've played it 3 times through. I think at this point, like, so I'm super excited for this game. But like, yeah, I've got like, other shit that's taking up my time that's why I haven't dropped the money on it yet. And same thing for South Park. South Park comes out next week, and it's just like I'll get to it sometime.
Yeah. And that's what happens.
Mike says I bought it.
Okay.
You know, we saw your,
let us know.
text last night or whatever. You're like, I gotta go. The preload starts in 20 minutes.
Wait, I gotta go because of the preload? You're gonna be preloading for 4 hours.
Yeah, and then you're not gonna get to play it
I
until
don't know,
tonight.
man. You get that gigabit internet, man. You
Maybe he
preload for
really
20
loves.
minutes.
Like, I hope Mike doesn't have that lifestyle where he loves to see the loading bar. He's just like, I gotta go preload.
Yeah, and it's sitting there with a tub of popcorn, just watching it. Ooh, it went from 9. It went from 15% to 15.1.
Oh my God, Deb, get in here! We just passed 50.
Oh,
That's like I don't give a shit.
She's like, I have to go to the coffee shop.
She's at the coffee shop. She's already gone.
Oh shit! All right, here's the last story of the night before we watch this fucking Star Wars trailer. Nintendo is ramping up Switch production, guys. They're doing it 2 months before Christmas. 2 million units a month to meet demand. How about that?
yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Hey.
I mean, I'm good now. I got what I needed. So.
Sorry. Back to the chat real quick. Jam just says loading bars make me soft, and that just fucking killed me for a second. What are we talking about? Nintendo? Oh, fuck it.
that's Doug's opinion on that.
Hey,
His
you know,
hot take.
like no, I'm glad they're doing this because this is what they should have been doing originally. Like, it's stupid that it took this long, but hey, at least they're doing something.
Yeah.
At least they are. Yeah. All right, that's the show, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you look forward to listen to us next week. Be sure to check us out in Discord, on social media, all that good shit. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Doug.
I'm Kevin.
Until next week, love, hugs, and all that bullshit, and we hate Nazis.